Today is the last day of riding during the MichCanSka 2010 Ride to Alaska. The SnowTrailsTV Polaris is starting the day with 3,773 miles. It was less than a month ago that the Turbo IQ Cruiser had triple-digit mileage. Don Lipinski does one last full crew head count as we leave Tok, Alaska, and the 50 or so MichCanSka riders head out into the Alaska sunrise for what would turn out to be one of the best days of riding ever for a lot of the participants. There had been a good snowstorm the day before, so we knew that all of our tracks would be covered and there could be big drifts to navigate through. Many firsts in snowmobiling occurred for me during this trip. The most miles in any day, about 290. The longest day ever on a sled, about 16 hours. I've seen the sunrise while riding a snowmobile and set more times in a row than I ever expected. Not to mention the longest single trip I've ever experienced, a 26-day snowmobile adventure from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan to Tok, Alaska. After receiving the opportunity to create a first-hand video documentary of the journey and actually riding the ride with a camera, I get the feeling that something really positive has happened for a lot of people because of the MichCanSka snowmobilers and the many that supported us along the way towards finding a cure for diabetes. They are truly caring and giving individuals that we are associated with. Right away, today's ride got better. Everybody had broken up into smaller, comfortable riding groups, and it was nice to ride at one's own pace and enjoy the scenery. Our group had turned into 6 riders, working with us the last day for the return ride video. I found the sled with a frozen alternator, and I got to experience a tow rope at just about halfway into the 160-mile day. After a quick fix, I started riding ahead, just a little faster and at my own pace. I was on my way running under battery power and hoping to make it to Dawson City. This seemed like the spot that was the top of the world. I was at the Alaska-Yukon border, getting ready to cross from Poker Creek, Alaska into Little Gold Creek, Yukon, Canada. I've been riding for a while now on battery power and was pretty sure that it did not have 65 miles of juice left in it. But what a place to wait for help.
Good reason not to snowmobile alone. We've got an issue going on here. My alternator froze up.
Now you think that might have been a problem. Other than it being well below zero, the wind blowing, and nothing ever happens really easy. But luckily Joe Palermo's Polaris was very similar to mine, and we exchanged batteries, putting the freshly charged battery in my sled. I'd made it about 60 miles since the tow rope. His sled would charge my battery back up, and after about a 15-minute group effort fix, we traveled again. I had my video camera in hand, and with scenery that cameras just don't capture adequately. I'm the first sled on a groomed white ribbon trail that goes for as far as the eye can see, and riding at my own pace, here in the Yukon. It is right about now that I begin to realize that riding over the top of the world highway on a snowmobile today was becoming one of the best days of snowmobiling I've ever experienced. It was good to see what kind of grooming equipment did this and meet the volunteers from the Dawson City sled dogs as they welcomed MichCanSka and groomed the trail from the border back to Dawson City.
Today was one of the best days of riding I've ever had, going through the top of the world. Absolutely superb. This ends MichCanSka 2010. It was a great journey. We hope to see you on the trails.